Hi, boys and girls. We're going to do our next math lesson, and it is called Unit 8, Module 2, Session 3, the Change Box Part 2. There are not any worksheets that go along with this one. It's only the video, but I'm going to give you a suggestion of what you could do at home if you want to do a little practice with it. So, the biggest change for this one is we're going to be using numbers instead of dots on the cards that we use. We're going to use a function machine. So let's go ahead and get started. If you put the number 5 in the function machine, a 2 is going to come out. So we need to think what is happening in the function machine. We know that the number is getting smaller. So do you think that would be adding or subtracting? That is going to be subtracting. Now we need to figure out how many are we subtracting. If we put 5 in, how many do we need to subtract to be left with 2? 1, 2, 3. We take away 3, then we have 2. So that means maybe the rule of the function machine is to subtract 3. So this is called a T-chart. You guys have seen this in the last couple lessons. You can make your own T-chart at home and make your own rule at home too. So let's go ahead and fill this one out together. If we put a 5 in, we would be left with 2. If we put a 6 in and we take away 3, we would be left with 3. So the rule here is subtracting 3. So once you figure out what the rule is, or you make up your own rule, you can do it with lots of different numbers. So let's fill out the chart. If we put a 7 in, what number would come out? So if the rule is 7 minus 3, what number would come out? Now remember, use your fingers. I'll do it for this one. The rest of them, I want you to figure it out with cubes or fingers or in your head. 7 minus 3. 1, 2, 3. How many are left? The number is going to be 4 that pops out. What if we put in an 8? If you put an 8 in the machine, then subtract 3. 8 minus 3 equals, yell it out, 5. If we put a 9 in the machine, and then we subtract 3, what number would come out? 9 minus 3 equals 6. All right, last one with this rule. If you put a 10 in the function machine and then you subtract 3, what number will come out? 10 minus 3 equals 7. All right. Good job. Now we're going to try something different. So here we have a 2 we're going to put in, and a 5 is going to come out. So would you be adding or subtracting? That's the first question. Should we add or subtract in the function machine? Well, I'm noticing that the number is getting bigger. When you put in a 2, you're going to come out with a bigger number. So that means we must be adding. Now the question is, how much are we adding? If we start with a 2, how many would we need to add to have a 5 come out? 1, 2, 3. We added 3. 2 plus 3 equals 5. So what do you think the rule is for this function machine? Adding 3 plus 3. So 2 plus 3 equals 5. If we have 3 and we add 3 more, that would give us 6. Now let's try a couple more numbers. If we put in a 4 and the function machine is plus 3, 4 plus 3, what number would come out? 7. Okay, if we put a 5 in the machine and the rule is add 3, what number would come out? 8. 5 plus 3 equals 8. If you put a 6 in the machine and you add 3, what number would come out? 6 plus 3 equals 9. I'm hoping you guys are saying these numbers at home too, right? Last one. If you put in a 7 and then you add 3, what number comes out? 7 plus 3 equals 10. Okay, so that is a different pattern. Every day we've done a different pattern. With the picnic basket, we were doubling, then we were adding or subtracting 2. Now we're adding or subtracting 3. But to be honest, guys, you can do any pattern you want. So if you want to try, make your own rule, make a T-chart and decide what number goes in and what would come out if you follow your rule. Okay, so try that out. There's not really a paper to go along with it. You can do that on a whiteboard, on a piece of paper, whatever works for you. And you guys are going to do a little bit of practice with this coming up. So good job. I'll see you for the next lesson.